Welcome to our second video for CityLife, our new JoomlaXTC template for Joomla 2.5 and 3.0. In this video, we're going to go over the administration part of the site, and so let's jump right in. Here is the home page, so let's jump over to the administration. So the first thing I want to show you here is the menu setup. So let's go over here, menus and main menu. And I'm going to go down here and display all. So as you see, this is the core Joomla menu. We have our home link here, and then we have all of our submenu links here. And then down here we have the culture, events, lifestyle, travel, arts, and contact. As you see, everything in the submenu here is for the demo content, and this goes to articles, user manager, all this other stuff here. But these, the main menu links, are external URLs. So let's go over that real quickly. Let's go back to the home page and see that when we go here to events, it's going to scroll down to this region in this section. So what we have is at the top of every region, we actually have an anchor link, so we can scroll to it. So let me show you about the anchor links here. So as I said, each region has an anchor link. So if we go over here to the culture item, which is an external URL, we basically just create a new menu item and use the external URL here, and then we put the menu title, and then we just put region 2 anchor. And what you'll do is you'll put pound, or as they like to call it now, hashtag. Don't know where that came from, but pound region 2 anchor if it's in region 3 anchor, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on. So let's go ahead and check out the next one here, and we should be done. Let's check out lifestyle. So if I create a menu item and I put the region 5 anchor, that menu item under lifestyle is going to scroll me right to region 5. So what we went over in the main video is that each one of these is regions. This is region 1, region 2, region 3 is off because it holds a component. So that's region 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that should get you set up there for setting your anchor links. Now let's go over and check out the submenu. So we've created a main menu, and that's shown on the home page. So then we have a submenu, and the submenu, if we go here to any subpage, this is shown on every page other than the home page. So you have a separate menu once you get into the site. So let's go ahead and see here that we have the menu set up here, and this is called our submenu. So we have two different menus. And we can go over here now to the module manager, and we'll go over to the menu module. And we have three different menus in here. We have the mobile menu for the mobile template. We have the sub-page menu and the main menu. Right now we're not calling the mobile template because we just have it in responsive mode, and everything is handled for the devices right there. So our main menu is going to be in the menu bar left. Our sub-page menu is going to be in the menu bar left as well. So let's open the main menu here and check this out. You'll see that this is only on the pages selected, and it's only on home. So now let's look at our subpage menu. And this is on only the pages selected. It's on everything but home. So that's how we achieve swapping the menus out. Now let's head over here to the template manager, and let's go over the template management. So I'm going to go ahead and open the CityLife tutorial. Template, excuse me. I'm making a tutorial, aren't I? Okay, so we're going to go here to the global settings, and you're going to see that we're using the default layout. So there's default and mobile. This is the mobile device detection. You're going to want this off if you have it set for responsive and you don't want to set up a separate mobile template. If you turn this on, it's going to go ahead and pull the mobile template in for devices. So if you're just using it responsive and you don't want to have the mobile template, you're all good here. And here we have the layout settings. We have default, and we have the mobile. So we're using the default. So this is the grid style, default. Template style, this is where you select which style you want to be using. CSS3 Effects, that's fine there. Typography style, default. You have the same for mobile here. Now we're going to get into the grid settings. And here in the grid, this is the body, the main wrapper width, and that's actually the inner wrapper here. If you check this out, the inner wrapper is going to be from here to about here. That's the 1400. Everything else is the full width here. And so these are the responsive features, on or off. Make the header sticky. That's the sticky header here, where the header remains at the top of the page always as you scroll. You can turn that on or off. And then we have your menu style here. This is the suckerfish or dualfish. The menu drop-down position, and that positions the drop-down here. Say if you want to use a bigger logo or you increase your header size, and you're probably going to want to reposition the menu here because this is the drop-down. And then we have the main menu mobile width, and this tells the template, if it's responsive, at what width to switch out the main menu with the mobile menu. And this is the region order. Like I said in the first video, and I've shown you that everything's cut into regions, so you can basically swap this order out, and you could say, okay, I want to have region 9, which is the ACY mailing module here. You want to have this at the top, so then you would just change your order here. So it's very diverse what you can do with this. And here's the region information. So this basically is region 1. You can have it fixed width, which adheres to the 1400 body, or you can set it for the fluid width. And this is the padding top and bottom, and that's what gives us the extra space in here, padding top and bottom. And that's for all of the regions. And then here's your footer, and then you have your left and right columns on the Bootstrap 12-column grid, and this is for responsive. So you're basically looking at the templates cut into 12 different columns into a grid, and so you're going to say take up 3 of those columns for the left width, or 2, and you can select this. And if you need more information on the Bootstrap 12-column grid, just head over to the Bootstrap website and read more about that. This is the module setup. This is the separator between modules vertically, how much space you want to have between them when they go vertical. This is the mobile show suffix. Basically, you can have a module and enter mobile show into the module suffix, and it's only going to show when the width of the website is 900, and this is the mobile hide at 900. So basically you can turn modules on and off for your mobile view just by setting what width you're going to go mobile with it here and adding the mobile show and mobile hide suffixes. Next we have our style settings. And as I've said, we have 4 different styles here. So let's just check out Style 1 settings. So we've given you the option to disable vertical scrolling on the home page. So let's say that you want to have on your home page these links up here, and you just want the page to load like this, and you don't want people to be able to scroll. You want them to pay attention to this area here or go to these menu items so it actually scrolls to it. So you can go ahead and disable that right here. We've got it set to no because we want people to scroll. This is the background color for the body background image, and the image position. And that's for the home page. Here we have the sub page, so if you want to have like a background color of black for your home page, but then on the sub pages where you have your content, you want to have a whitish gray color, you do that here. And this is the mobile. Once you go down to mobile view, what background color do you want to have? Background image. And this is the style color scheme. This is based on base colors. So, you know, your oranges, you change this, and all of your oranges here change to a different color, and so on. So we have the header here, where the header, the background color is black. We don't have any image in there. Then you've got the background color, which would be this area inside the wrap. This is the whole header wrap here, and then you have your header inner, so you can have a different color behind here, and this a different color. And then we go down to the website logo. Here's where you select your logo. You put in the logo width and the height and your padding. Then you have your mobile logo. So we can have 2 different logos in here, because right here we've got this with the icon here, and when we pull it in, it's going to get too tight, so we're just going to do another one, and it just has this without the icon. So now we get into the menu, and you have your menu wrap background color and the background color, and you have each item can have a background color, a hover color, and here's the text color for them. Drop down level, same thing. And this is for the regions. For the effects we have in the regions, we have a parallax region effect. You can turn the parallax on or off, and the smooth scroll anchor effect, that's the way that it scrolls to. That's a JavaScript effect, so you can turn that off, and if you don't want to have the images doing the motion while they move, you can turn off the parallax. And now here in the regions, we have our image here for region 1. So we have our wrap background image. We've selected here from the drop-down the R1 BKG JPEG, and we've set it to top, center, no repeat, and fixed. And that's for the outer wrap here. And that's this whole area here. The inner wrap is in here, so you could have one image back here, and then you can have another image in here. Like let's say you wanted to go ahead and put image of a sky in here with clouds, and then you wanted to have in this area a background with some transparent clouds, or maybe butterflies, or a balloon, who knows what you put in there with a transparent background. You could actually get a really cool effect with the parallax to where you could have stuff floating around in here. But for this, we're just using one image. Now, I told you in the first video that we're actually changing out the images once we get down to the mobile level. So as you see here, we've got R1 BKG JPEG. So for your mobile images, you're going to want to go over here, and when you save this image, you're going to want to make a corresponding mobile image, but all you have to do is put the word mobile underscore before the name, and it'll automatically call that and switch that image out for this image once you get down to mobile, because these images that we have on the home page here are very large. Basically, what you want to make your width of these images at least 1920, and then the mobile image 800 by 800. So as you see, we're cutting the image size down in half when you go to the mobile, so it'll load quicker on a mobile phone, and you don't need to load that huge image. So this is for all the regions. It's the basic setup for all of them. Here we have R2, BKG, and so on. Here's your component here. Your component has a wrap color. You can go ahead and set that here, so if you want to have a dark component or a light component. Then you have your footer, and here's your basic module. So for your module, you can have a background color for the module. You can have the title background color. You can have an icon. You can have the first word and second word colors. And then you have your typography styles. So this is the body color, the page title color, the article title color, H1 font color, H2, and so on and so on. Then you have your links here. So and that basically goes for style 2, 3, and 4 as well. So let's go to the CSS3 effects. In the CSS3 effects, we have the CSS3 hover effect. And we really only use this for colors here. And that's basically so when you hover over something, see how it fades in? It doesn't actually do a hard color change. Same here. It's a nice little CSS3 fade. So if you don't want to use that, you can go ahead and turn that off, or if you want to change the effect speed or the timing, you can do it all right here. The CSS3 page load fade in effect. This basically loads every page, all the regions, the body fades in for each page. So if you want to have a nice fade in, you can do that. Here's the fade in effect speed. The responsive animation, you can turn that on or off, and that just makes it for when you pull it in on a desktop, if you want things to actually grow and slide into place. It kind of gives you a little bit of like a mosaic kind of a style. So when things move, they resize nicely and scale. If you turn that off, they're just going to bounce around and organize themselves, perfect for the responsive look. That's just a little eye candy maybe to show your client. The CSS3 component animation, this is the animation for the component. And if we go here to, say, JContent, the article layout, you see the component area here in region 3 is fading in. So if I were to change this from fade to, say, up and save it, now when I refresh this page, the content's all going to slide up. So you can have slide up, you can have down, left, right, or just fade in. or you can just turn it off. And then here's your typography settings. And this is the text direction, left to right, right to left. The font sizes, menu font size, drop-down menu font size. The font families all go in here. You know, your component heading, your font size, your H1s and everything. And select a font face here. And here for the advanced settings, we have the CSS mode. You can load it in separate files, which is standard. You can have it all load into a single file, or you can use head embedding. CSS compression on or off. And here's our front page components. Like I've shown you on our home page, we don't have region 3 showing because that's where the component is. So we've turned the component off because we don't want to show the component on the home page. So basically you just select no components and there'll be no component on the home page, or you select whichever component you want to show, or all components. And this is to include jQuery, the no conflict mode. If you're running into some issues with some conflicts with maybe another extension, you might want to go ahead and try turning this off and see if that helps you. So we've given that option to call jQuery or not call jQuery. And that basically gives you an overview of the template manager. We can go over here and check out the K2 page, K2 items. And this is just your standard K2, where you've got your content here, you've got your image here, you've got your image gallery, you've got your media here, you have your extra fields, and here you have your attachments. So if you need any help with K2, go over to getk2.org and check out their documentation there on that. And if you have any more questions, you can head right over here to JoomlaXTC, go over to our Joomla documentation, and go over to Templates, CityLife, and we've got the full module layout here for the home page, the template setup, how to do the logo, how to set up the main menu module and all the anchor information, editing the JavaScript for the menu if you want to change how the menu reacts, the socializer wall setup. And if you install the quick start version, you're probably not even going to need any of this because you've installed it and all the demo content's there. But if you're setting this up on a pre-existing site, you're probably going to want to go over all of this. And here I explain about the region background images information. So I hope this tutorial helps you out to get started with the template, and I hope you guys enjoy CityLife. We'll see you next time.